God pierced my heart because he gave me a deep love and empathy for the same people who are abused and dehumanized in psych wards, but then are joked about and referenced to as the crazy or dangerous other ones. We will use the same term to describe a terrifying and debilitating mental state to describe a predatory creep. Example, that guy is psychotic or psycho. And ableist slurs are typically said out of non-malicious unawareness because society looks at mental illness as either a joke, a shame, or a taboo. So of course your parents didn't teach you about these people. They didn't know themselves. And so the movies that love to exploit mental illness by twisting them into stereotypes for aesthetic and or attention taught you. And they taught you that people with schizophrenia are violent murderous freaks, not the rarely violent victims who can see, feel, and hear the same CGI horror aliens you saw on TV as fully real as you can see the chairs in your house, but are consequently stripped and strapped down in a cold padded room with a window and a psych ward as if that's necessary and helpful. In parentheses, roughly 10% of people with schizophrenia are violent, but regardless of that, it doesn't matter if you are violent or not. It will never justify abuse or dehumanization, and I know that if we simply stop overthinking and acquire the bare minimum of empathy, we would find countless more ways of keeping these people safe physically, mentally, and emotionally, like a mental hospital is supposed to do, because the safety protocols are inhumane, unnecessary, and traumatizing. The movies taught you that people with borderline personality disorder are narcissistic attention seekers, not the ones who are being choked to death by shame, self-hatred, anxiety, anger, and depression, in which make desperate attempts at escaping by self-harm or suicide. And if you cast them, you flip the coin by getting them admitted to a psych ward because either they will be genuinely cared for or Satan will take the lead and strip them of all autonomy and humanity. The movies taught you that people with dissociative identity disorder are the ones who are just moments away from switching to their violent altar and stabbing you, not the ones who couldn't reach the age of 7 before they were torn apart by whatever vile cruelty that led to their minds into shattering into an entire safety system of people involving gatekeepers, protectors, littles, fictives, and etc. because the world couldn't wait to prove to them that they couldn't possibly survive on their own. I am so grateful to have ADHD because even though people love to oversimplify my life as a quirky or lazy girl who doesn't experience any significant distress from her disability, like burnout eating away at my capability to do basic tasks because what a neurotypical can do 5 days a week leaves me completely exhausted, at least I'm still a human being to this world, which should be the bare minimum, but Satan made an entire system to oppress the mentally ill. And of course he's attacking me with perfectionism, imposter syndrome, social anxiety, stress, and my ADHD symptoms, because God showed me his systems, and he really, really doesn't want any of you to know. Regarding what I said about God piercing my heart, yes, it's so painful to carry this every day, but I'm not mad at God and I wouldn't ask him to take it away because I'm determined to not let the knowledge, empathy, and passion he gave me to go to waste. And he's with me through it all.